believe every man's job reveals his way of being. Being a shoemaker is a lonely job, quiet and lonely. I like it when things are simple, and so do my customers. All of them come to this land of dust and snakes for their shoes. Since I took over this shop, I've seen all walks of life from all kinds of places. High society ladies, intellectuals, bankers. Even the governor has become one of my most faithful customers.
Magnificent. Magnificent.
Yes.
Magnificent.
Yes.
Magnificent.
And so have his lovers.
Magnificent. 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 Honey, I'm home.
And, of course, his wife. No, I can't complain. My business has always allowed me to lead the life I've wanted, far from any threat or danger. There couldn't be any danger in working leather. At least that's what I thought. I never would have imagined that a pair of boots could cost me my life. Leo Snake Mardigan. 10 years ago, he was the most dangerous outlaw in the whole state.
Put the money on the back!
The newspapers of the time published that the only thing that topped his cruelty was the speed of his gun. And they were right.
Come on, get the money now!
Nothing could link the destiny of a man like this to mine, if it wasn't for his taste for fine, handmade leather boots. The secret of a good shoemaker is knowing his customers. You have to know how to examine feet and discover that single detail that makes them unique. A slight change might be the difference between success or failure. At least that's how the old shoemakers used to work. The thing is, Leo Snake Mardigan wasn't as happy with the results to leave many of them alive. For years, Snake searched for the perfect pair of boots for his very demanding feet. Until he came here to see Mr. Rockwell, the former owner of this store, and one of the most respected shoemakers of the county. Knowing about Snake's habits, Rockwell gathered all his skills to create a pair of boots worthy of the best craftsmen. As I said, Snake was a very demanding customer. All of a sudden, being a shoemaker became a very dangerous job. Snake trotted the whole state looking for his perfect pair of boots, always with the same result. Some decided to close, others changed to another business, but they didn't turn out to be very good ideas. Until one day, Leo Snake Mardigan was arrested in a bank robbery. Maybe the law wasn't going to waste its time following the track of a shoemaker killer, but they sure weren't going to let him take their dollars. I guess a man must think about a whole lot of things when he spends 10 years behind bars. Most of all, about what he'll do when he gets out. The first thing Leo Snake Mardigan did after escaping from jail last week was to come for a new pair of boots. For a life or death order, a shoemaker has to draw upon all his skills. It's not enough just to examine the customer's feet. You've got to do your research. And of all the feet I've ever fitted in my life, only one pair reminds me of snakes. Good old Muddy Mae Suggins. Muddy Mae was one of my first customers in town, and one of the most difficult cases I've ever faced. She never confessed her problem to Mr. Rockwell, but being such a devout Christian, she couldn't allow that to continue to interfere with her duty as church pianist. Six toes on the left foot. In all my life, I'd never seen anything quite like it. I worked for weeks. I felt sorry for Muddy Mae. I'll never forget that footprint, like I'll never forget Snake Mardigan's. And that was the problem. That's why no shoemaker had ever come up with a perfect boot. My predecessors had forgotten the first rule of a good professional: to examine their customers' feet. I'm not a believer, but today I made my way to old Rockwell's grave. Someone decided to bury him at a nearby cliff. I'd never been here before. I wanted to share with him a secret, the answer to the problem that killed him. Or perhaps I just wanted to look death in the eyes, to convince myself that tomorrow, Leo Snake Mardigan is not gonna finish me off like he did with him. A shoemaker's job isn't over when he discovers the right shape of the boot. The second great secret is personalizing the work. A coming together of shoe, customer, and shoemaker. For a viper like Mardigan, there's nothing better than the skin of a snake. Now, Leo Snake Mardigan was going to reveal if I had done my work correctly or not. Examine and personalize, the two golden rules of a shoemaker. If I followed them correctly, Snake will finally have his boots. A pair of boots that will travel hundreds of miles on those feet of his. To rob banks, slaughter children, and rape women. But that with the passage of time will wear out. And when that happens, Snake will return for a new pair of boots. As I said, I like to lead a peaceful life. And there's just no place for a man like Leo Snake Mardigan. His boys didn't say a word. I don't know if they suspected I put the viper in Leo's boots, but I guess they were kind of tired of roaming the state for a damn pair of boots for their boss. Leo Snake Mardigan was buried with the boots he died in. The newspapers published it was ironic that Leo ended up dying from a snake bite. It didn't seem that way to me. If the shoe fits. Now business is going better than ever. I get orders from all over. Once in a while, some stranger comes and asks me about Snake and his boots. I tell him I'm just a simple shoemaker, and I've been leading the same peaceful life for many a year.